Every time you allow your daughter to compete in a child beauty pageant, she will more than likely come out developing a negative relationship with both food and her body. Unlike young adults and adult women who can handle the stress of being judged and being critiqued for their physical appearance and for having to look a certain way and having their skin to be perfect and having to fit into small outfits and having to, have rigorous and strict diets, young girls are not either fully developed physically or mentally to handle all that. Mentally, they can't handle the stress of being judged by adults and being told they aren't pretty enough because they don't fit the smallest dress, which is always the prettiest dress, because the most prettiest dress. They mentally can't handle being judged every minute and having to receive spray tans and having to follow a strict diet based on how they are doing physically. If they are gaining weight, they have to lose weight quickly and go on to extreme diets and exercise. And sometimes they might even have to gain weight because they don't fit the modern beauty standard. And this will stay with young girls forever, as they feel like they are being valued based on their appearance instead of intelligence or kindness. When they're older, they will remind themselves that they have to look perfect and continue unhealthy eating disorders, considering their mothers also have to do a part of this. And of course, every young girl wants to win a title and be a princess and be named the most beautiful girl in the world, in the universe, especially since those young girls are watching other competitions such as Miss America and Miss Universe and want to be the next Miss Universe and be beautiful and just be the most beautiful girl in the world. And of course, they go into extreme lengths with the old motto, win by any means necessary. So they follow these unrealistic diets that not even teenagers should follow, as it will slow down their growing and their reproductive system. And such as those diets include a rewarding diet, punishment and rewarding diet, which is restricting yourself, and rewarding diet, which is basically where young girls punish themselves by not eating any sweets, any snacks, and only eat healthy, low carb foods, which of course children should be educated to eat clean and follow a balanced meal. But when you cut off all the sweets for a young kid, it kind of leaves them wanting. It leaves them wanting more and end up binging and developing a binging disorder. And some parents make their daughters only eat sugars in order to maintain more active and stay up for longer hours, and therefore having another imbalance of only unhealthy foods and not healthy foods. Beauty pageants are teaching these young girls that their value comes from how beautiful and how slim they appear on both camera and on the stage, instead of talent or beauty or kindness and beauty within. And of course, young girls in pageants have talents, but most of those talents, you don't even have to be that good at it. Most young girls end up failing the talent, but because they looked really pretty while doing it, they win, because that's all that matters, is that they fit into the smallest suit and they look pretty at every angle. Now that I have told you the main problem of beauty pageants, I will tell you a solution I have developed. So unfortunately, I couldn't find much, considering it is still a new idea. But beauty pageants should not promote only outer beauty. They should promote inner beauty and teach young girls the importance of changing someone's life. For example, instead of being rewarded for dancing or singing or impersonating an adult celebrity, they should promote charity and community service and award the girl who commits the most to a certain organization, and the people in which they help should tell stories of how they impacted their days or even their lives. Girls should be Girls should be analyzed based on how kind they are and how impactful they are being to their own community, instead of what they're wearing or what they're dressing up like. As also, it will allow them to value themselves for who they are on the inside instead of what they look like. Not only that, but it will also keep young girls busy and allow them to see that there's another world from their pageant world. There are people who don't have food to eat, people who have gone to the hospital because of starving themselves, or people who do anything just for a small plate of food. They will these community service opportunities will open their eyes and show them that there's so much more than what the scale reads, and it will allow them to explore more opportunities and develop beautiful futures instead of critiquing themselves and becoming the judges of their own life.